Okay, for some reason, YouTube decided to private my, thing. For some reason. Not entirely sure why. I have something playing in the background. Hang on. Turn this thing off. Can I power off? Okay, good. Thank you. Powering off. Now I gotta actually find something to watch that I haven't seen yet. This is going to be interesting. Let's see. Is it actually... Okay, it's working. It's actually working. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. Alright, nice. I don't know, it's not letting me do, like, any kind of, window thing. So I can't exactly, hide all this stuff, but it's whatever at this point. Now I just have to find something. I think... I've seen a lot of, Five Nights at Freddy's analogs already. I've seen the Mandela catalog, I've seen Vita Carnis, I've seen the Smile Tapes and the Medusa virus. I've seen a lot of stuff already. You know, it's always just like one channel. Where's the channel that I'm thinking about? This guy. This guy. If I go to this guy's channel, he has all of the analog horrors in existence. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a lot of... Yeah, I've seen the Walton Files as well. Maybe I'll find something here. Oh, Monument Mythos, that's right. I was gonna watch Monument... Okay. This I haven't seen. So... How do I watch this in, like, chronological order? I'm assuming this is the guy who made it. Does he have a playlist for... There's a season 3? There's a How many... I should make my thing smaller. It's taking up a lot of the screen. Hang on. I should make... Okay, sorry Zav, but you gotta be a little bit smaller for this one. Sorry Zav. Okay. Yep. Is that better? Does that look better? Okay. In 2011, Riley Tylen uploaded 3 videos describing an unseen presence in his home. A 4th video in 2013 raised concerns over his safety and prompted an official investigation. An unseen presence in his home. Upload 1.
Many dimensions intersect with their own, several of which are 2D planes. When 2 or more planes intersect, they form corners. Entities in the intersecting planes cannot perceive each other. They exist separately, in their own worlds. However, the corner folk can pass these boundaries and enter other planes. The corner folk are a trans-dimensional species. They are the only ones who can traverse the corners shaped by planes. Coincidentally, I believe that the corners of my own home align with several planes, for I've seen the corner folk in action, crossing the corners from one reality to another.
What is that? What the corner folk? What is that? This is that random thing floating in the midair. Is it just flying to like wall to wall? Is it in the vent? Is this like... Oh, so it's like static when it
This leap
travels.
requires massive amounts of energy that, when released, produces bright blue flashes. I have yet to discover the source of this energy, and the reason behind the cornerfolk crossings remains unknown.
This is... funky.
While I was at work, my cameras captured up to 12 cornerfolk huddling in the doorway. I used to think that they had to cross dimensions quickly, but the new footage has proven otherwise. When I'm not around, they take a break from traveling and exhibit micro-movements similar to dreaming animals. They must feel safe in these corners, which suggests that the cornerfolk's own home is made of similar structures. I imagine that their corner world is made of many plane intersections, allowing them to move freely without using up any energy. My photographs show that smaller cornerfolk have odd impressions on their skin, as though they had been pressed against many plane intersections at once. The corners likely belong to a nursery or a crib in their homeworld. A multitude of corners placed in close proximity could be used to secure the infant
So
from
these
leaving the
creatures
corner
in like
world.
an entirely different dimension.
Perhaps they only cross
We can
corners
still
in
see
search
them.
of food, the same way we only leave our homes for resources. The corner world may be used to
Kind of
raise
like how
young,
they...
while my own house's corners serve as rest stops of sorts during their journeys.
How like the blue flashes every time they move. Hello?
I've begun to dream of the corner world. I can't stop thinking about it. According to the calendar, I've spent entire weeks in my home, just drawing and describing the corner world on paper. I lost my job last month due to repeated absences, but it really does feel like I just left the office this afternoon. When the corner folk jump, it feels as though they're taunting me. But I'm close to a solution. Regardless of whether my body survives the forces of the corner world or not, this much is certain. The fear of my own destruction will not prevent my entry.
Are you trying to enter the corner world? I still don't get, like, the whole concept of the corner world. Did you go in there? Uh-oh. Big ball, big ball, big ball, big ball. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, yep, you're in the corner world, my guy. Oh. Following his last upload, viewers requested a wellness check on Riley. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Last name. Tillin? I'm just going to assume Riley Tillin. Local authorities found Tillin asleep in one corner of his room. A closer examination revealed that his internal organs had been folded along various What? How? So, going into this corner world, your internal organs, quote unquote, fold. That's strange. During his recovery, Tillin made origami. Never been taught how to do so, as he remains in the care of his friends. Well, at least he survived. Oh, we've got another Alex up in here. and Andrew. It's funny because I know... Screw off, Nox Blair. It's funny because I know, like, two of my neighbors are named Andrew and Alex. They're brothers. And then I also know Alex Kister the guy who made the Mandela catalog, and his friend Andrew. What was his name? I don't remember his last name. But the guy, whoever played Caesar, right? So I know like two pairs of Alexes and Andrews, and now we've got a third. Oh my god. The following audio is an excerpt from a what? From an 1889 interview with the designer of the Statue of Liberty. Oh, now we're getting statues involved. Oh no.
L'aspetto più deficiente della costruzione delle vie di Stato, che le statue soient destinées à être l'ambassadeur des États-Unis.
I can somewhat understand this. I do take French classes. I can somewhat understand this.
Nous avons reçu des exigences de taille variable pour vie de Stato. Après 4 ans de demander des modifications de la taille du pied de Stato pour cesser. Les gens se demandent pourquoi le pied de Stato est tellement plus grand que le rang. Tout ce que je le dis, c'est demander aux Américains.
In 1949, the statue underwent extensive renovations. The official blueprint behind the changes, titled STLI, whatever, was classified for 36 years. Entrance? Why would you need an engine? Why would you need wheels? That's mildly concerning. Waste storage. During the summer of 1954, thousands of immigrants described a foul odor while passing through.
Ellie Island era orribile. L'intero posto puzzava di carne, come un mattatoio.
Yeah, because the thing has
C'erano
wheels!
morti ovunque, e mia sorella ne trovò persino uno nel gabinetto. Se già la costa è così, diceva mio padre, immaginate quanto puzzeranno le città. Ricordo di aver sentito altre famiglie dire quasi scherzosamente che volessero tornare a Milano per via dell'odore. La mia famiglia aveva spruzzato profumo e acceso candele per tenere lontano il fetore, ma funzionava solo per un'ora o giù di lì, finché l'aria diventava di nuovo insopportabile. Le serate erano così calde, rimasi per lo più sveglia, anche se il resto della mia famiglia dormiva profondamente. Ricordo che guardavo fuori dalla finestra ogni notte e vedevo figli di persone che venivano condotte alla Statua della Libertà dai funzionari. Se solo fossero saliti sul piedistallo, i funzionari se ne sarebbero andati e non sarebbe successo nient'altro. La mattina seguente però ci sarebbe stato un odore peggiore.
Well, probably because it is a slaughterhouse. Liberty Lurker? Yeah, it has wheels. You may be entitled to compensation. So they were led to a slaughterhouse in the Statue of Liberty. Oh my god. The end. I don't think it's the end. I think it's far from the end. Yeah, we're far from the end. August 7th, 2003. The National Park Service finds the Mount Rushmore National Memorial vandalized. Oh no. Oh, they're protests. Are they protests? Executions. The blood of liberty will be avenged. The souls of Lincoln will be freed. Huh. Mount Rushmore. Infection. Wait, it says something about infection. I will introduce infection next week. What infection? Due to security concerns, the National Park Service assigns patrols for the next 7 nights. The patrols are told to videotape all anomalies from 10:12 to 10:13 p.m. Monday. What's that sound? Oh, is it blinking? No, that's like some form of communication, isn't it? Like signaling? Is there a person there signaling to somebody? I almost felt like a jump scare was about to happen. Nothing there. What about on Friday? Are they looking at... Oh wait, no, I'm just seeing things. Never mind. What's he zooming in on? Remove lens cap. What was that? Heard like a or something like... Oh! Wait, what? What? Is there like something growing on there? Alright, have all the faces turned to look at the camera? No, there's something on their heads now. Mount Rushmore smells just like baby powder nowadays. I think it comes from the stuff that the workers put on the heads. Yeah, I see them do it all the time. They go from Washington to Lincoln every night, powdering it like a baby. What the... I have a feeling that has to do with some kind of infection. That was... Hang on. Wait, there was a date, right? I will introduce infection next week, Monday through Sunday. Watch the symptoms. Oh, so this is pretty much telling the security. Yeah, for the patrols to apparently watch the symptoms of an infection that's happening. Apparently there's blinking. Is that probably like the introduction to the infection? And then it's kind of hard to see here, but then Is it like... Yeah, you can see a little bit more of like the... whatever that is. The infection or something. And then Sunday it was... No, wait, Saturday. Saturday there was... no lens cap or something. And now it's... Are you sure that's like the workers? Yeah, that's a local photographer. I don't think she knows that this is probably not what the workers are doing. October 2020. Wait, was that when this was made? October 2020? Oh yeah. So this isn't really that new, but it's definitely older than the Mandela catalog. Feel like that's a reference. Like that thing moving across the tunnel kind of reminded me of the first video. With like, what were they called? What were they called? Corner? What were they called again? Corner folk. Yeah, corner folk. So I'm assuming there's going to be some corner folk here. Landed on it for like a second and then... What is that? One day before therapy. What kind of therapy? Oh yeah, there are corn folk right there. Right there. I knew it. What? This is very confusing. I can't. What is going on? Radiation therapy. Oh. Oh. I thought they were like... My dumbass thought we were about to like see some kind of prisoner get therapy or something. No, they were talking about the whole prison was getting radiation therapy. So what does radiation therapy do to What? Hang on. Wait a second. What? That thing was inside of the... Wait, was it inside of the... Okay, right. And then it gets radiation therapy. Okay, then what happens? It goes... It moves. It shifts and then it moves somewhere. Took decades to move it. Did it move it? Is that land? And then it gets bigger. And then there's more of them. And they're moving very fast. So now it's an Alcatraz zone. Extends to West Texas. That's trippy. Dean Democracy.
During a program of ABC Evening News, anchor Peter Jennings told viewers to look forward to next week for a special broadcast of national significance. Jennings would continue to remind viewers of the special broadcast over the next 7 nights, even referring to it at one point as the most unprecedented announcement in recent history. A week after its first mention, Jennings reminded viewers of the special broadcast one last time, asking them to pay attention later that night for an exclusive look at the greatest gift to the American people. Due to the anticipation built over
I
the
have a
week,
feeling
over
this is
60
not gonna
million
be the
Americans
greatest
tuned
gift.
into ABC, waiting for the evening news to end and for the special broadcast to begin. There were countless theories as to what would occur, from the announcement of alien life to the declaration of an all-out nuclear war.
Announcement
Speculation
of alien
was
life.
brewing
I don't...
intensely. Once the evening news program ended, a black screen with a 10-second countdown commenced with the title Dean Democracy.
I don't think
Some
you would
viewers, so
hold that to a
terrified of the
specific
threat
date
of
if
nuclear war,
aliens were
reportedly experienced nervous breakdowns and ran
discovered.
down the street, declaring that Dean Democracy was the code name for an all-out nuclear holocaust. Yet once the countdown ended, all fears were soon replaced with tears of joy and an excitement not seen since the end of World War II.
What are we waiting for? Let's bring them back home.
In the seconds following James Dean's presidential announcement, hundreds of thousands of neighborhoods erupted into celebration. Although other candidates had promised to end the Vietnam War, none had so accurately expressed the same anger that they had felt, which Dean had perfectly conveyed in a 15-second broadcast. Due to popular demand, the ABC Evening News was canceled the next night, replaced by a 30-minute loop of James Dean's presidential announcement. The broadcast was watched again by over 38 million Americans, and the parties continued for the rest of the week.
So people really wanted this person to be president, huh?
Due to repeated assassination attempts on Robert Kennedy, the Democratic Party presidential debates were canceled for the 1968 election season.
Oof.
However, this proved to be no issue for Dean, as polls indicated that he was in the lead for the entirety of 1967 and 1968, despite having had fewer public appearances and rallies than any other candidate. The strength of his campaign relied on the powerful advertisements he directed that would air every Friday evening on ABC. The series of programs would be considered by many as another weekly TV series and went on to become the highest-rated TV show on television after the conclusion of Star Trek in 1967.
Oh, Star Trek is canon and
Although a
monument with
presidential
those
debate
guys.
was eventually scheduled 2 weeks before the election, James Dean instead invited opponent Richard Nixon to a track to race cars on the same night. Although reluctant at first, Nixon eventually agreed and went to spend the entire day with Dean, reportedly even telling the actor, "To hell with it, I'm voting for you. You're already a better president than I'll ever be." This statement, although only a rumor, would spread like wildfire in tabloids and permanently curbed Nixon's chance for victory.
This sounds suspicious.
On the morning of November 1st,
This is not how
1968, 4
politics
days
go.
before Election
If
Day,
you know
anti-Dean
America.
groups hijacked radio channels and told civilians they were fed up with James Dean and that television was ruining American youth. After the broadcast, the groups went on to cut hundreds of power lines in the southeast, effectively preventing any of Dean's presidential ads from reaching any household below Tennessee. Dean quickly heard of the incident and, despite the risk of an assassination, flew down to the south and quickly went to work with local electricians to repair the broken power lines.
So
James
why
Dean
is
would be
he
met with a supportive crowd,
specifically paying
primarily
attention to
younger
the
voters who were
advertisements?
eager to see a younger face back in the White House. Elderly white conservatives, often the parents of the younger supporters, remained in their houses and occasionally peered through their window blinds to catch a glimpse of the handsome candidate. Although it wasn't known to Dean at the time, hate groups in the South had perpetuated the idea that he was Satan in disguise, and cited his good looks
He
and his love for
probably
jazz
is.
as being clear signs of the devil.
He probably is. He probably is. What is this?
James Dean is no man.
Anti-Dean Association.
Elderly white conservatives in the Southeast
Those
would
are
be
pretty
the only
stubby wings, if you
demographic
ask me.
unfazed by his campaign. Yet Dean continued to travel from state to state, repairing power lines for 4 days straight
Is this some
until
kind
the very
of
morning
mind
of the
control
election.
thing?
On November 5th, 1968, James Dean received 75% of the popular vote with 395 electoral votes. Nixon congratulated Dean in a phone call the following morning, but Dean refused to acknowledge the win and instead asked to race cars again at the track.
So he immediately wanted to start making changes.
On January 20th, 1969, James Dean held his inaugural address at the official Capitol Raceway. Although presidents in the past had speeches that were typically around 20 minutes, Dean spoke for less than a minute.
Yeah, Dean's
It has
suspicious.
a speech, and it has the flotsam that you people expect to hear. But that's not fair. No, that's not fair at all. I'm here for all of you. It's only fair that you speak for yourselves. My words shouldn't be louder than yours. So I brought many other guests to speak. They're just people like you and I. In the same time that many other presidents have spoken by themselves, America will speak. Thank you.
Dean proceeded to introduce many groups to the microphone, including civil rights activists and Native American families. Martin Luther King Jr. would also come forward to speak in his first appearance since an attempt on his life 9 months prior. President Dean would conclude the inauguration with a brief bongo performance and went on to race Richard Nixon at the track. In subsequent presidential inaugurations, those who disagreed with the elected president would instead celebrate Dean Democracy Day and protested by watching Dean's unique take on the address in place of the actual one.
See, I'm not
In a televised
See, I'm not very educated when it comes to politics. I don't follow politics whatsoever because I know the topic is heavily controversial and debated upon. And so I I would typically just stay away from this kind of stuff. So what I'm hearing is all I don't really know what's going on here, but I'm just gonna roll
Address,
with it.
President Dean planned to inform Americans of his first 90 days in office. However, 6 seconds into the broadcast, the audio cut out and remained absent for the remainder of the speech. Although anti-Dean groups claimed responsibility and took pride in the sabotage, many civilians claimed that it benefited the president. The silent broadcast highlighted President Dean's sincere facial expressions and lively disposition, as opposed to the stern and stiff personalities of prior administrations. Viewers were proud to see a man in his prime at the most important position in the country. Ironically, President Dean's popularity grew after the technical difficulty, and film director Stanley Kubrick went on to call the broadcast the greatest silent film ever made.
How? How does that work? The greatest silent film of all time. How does that work? That's just confusing. Air Force One. On August 17th, 2003, Air Force One made an unannounced trip across the continental United States. Many civilians claimed to have seen the aircraft drop packages at the station. What? An unannounced trip across the continental United States. Seen the aircraft drop packages on various stations. Drop packages would that be the same, like, infection stuff? No, I don't know what's going on here. Like, the infection stuff that was on the, what was it called? The memorials, right? Yeah, the same stuff. Why would you put it on a bridge? Is that the prison? Wait a second. Is that the prison? This island, wasn't that like the... And then out here, it mapped out pretty much the same thing in the other video, I think. Is this the same? Yeah, that's the same, because now it's all disappearing. How does that... Okay, the USA is getting eaten by islands. By prison islands. What is going on here? That thing's not human. Yeah, unmanned, for sure unmanned. That thing's not a man. The lone figure seen inside of the plane, dubbed the Air Force One Angel, has yet to be identified by federal authorities. The Air Force One Angel. I don't think that's an angel, my guy. I don't think that's an angel, my guy. I don't think that's an angel. Lincoln Looker.
I was a Lincoln Looker for 2 weeks. It was terrifying. One moment you're at home answering
What
the
is a
door.
Lincoln Looker? Is this an actual thing? Okay, it's not. Apparently, it's not an actual thing.
And the next you're stuck in some kind of suit.
I feel
The smell was
stupid right
awful
now.
in there, and the metal seat
I
was
actually
so,
looked that up to see if
so
it actually
cold.
existed.
The only thing you can do is look through two little holes. It was some kind of mask.
Wait, what?
And the next you're stuck in some kind of suit. The smell was awful in there, and the metal seat was so, so cold. The only thing you can do is look through two little holes. It was some kind of mask, and whenever the sun shined near, I could see the inside of it. It was a familiar face. Every few nights, straws would be put through the holes, and someone would feed me some weird soup. After 2 weeks, they found out that they had misidentified me, and I wasn't the correct Lincoln Looker. Reagan apologized to me personally, and I was released with some monetary compensation. They don't care if I talk about it or not. No one would take me seriously. Lincoln looking is just
What's
too
Lincoln
absurd.
looking? A mask. You put on a mask of Abraham Lincoln.
There's always that someone that we dislike more than everyone else. Not usually famous or important, but they've done something that's affected us personally. Often you're the only person who remembers this act. It may not have been that bad, but memory hurts. Everyone experiences this, and the president is no exception. Except he can do something about it. Every president can choose one person to be a Lincoln Looker. After
What
the
is a
alibi
Lincoln
is
Looker?
fabricated, the person is abducted from their home, and they stay a Lincoln Looker for as long as the president
What? After their alibi... person is abducted from their home and they stay a Lincoln Looker.
sits in office. Nobody can question his decision, and it's no trial. You might be surprised, but it's nothing new. It's been a tradition. Lincoln Lookers have been around for a very long time.
So people are just randomly abducted to be Lincoln Lookers. Due to rumors that Lincoln Lookers were imprisoned behind presidential portraits, White House officials publicly removed and reinstalled the portraits to demonstrate that no space existed to hold Lincoln Lookers. Presidential portrait. Oh. There's gonna be something behind one of these.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hey, Eunice. It's Howard. I don't know what I just saw. I was at the top of the steps, reading the inscriptions and talking to visitors, when I started to hear a faint scratching sound. I didn't think much of it at first, but when I got close to the chair, I realized that the scratching was coming from inside the marble. So I went to a guard and asked whether she could do anything about animals that could be trapped in there. She told me not to worry about it, and that they'd take care of it once there were fewer visitors. A few minutes passed, and the scratching became much louder. I went back to the guard and asked what kind of animals usually got stuck in there, and she said, wild animals. The sound started to make visitors anxious. I remember one boy pulling so hard at his mother's hand, begging to leave. A blind girl with one of those canes went up to the chair and pressed her head against it to listen. Then she started crying. Her parents tried to pull her away, but she just began to hit the chair with her cane. That's when the guards asked everyone to go back down the steps. I don't know why, and it's going to sound crazy, but I felt compelled to help. So I went to the blind girl and joined her in hitting the marble. The guards tried to pin us down, but the scratching became too loud for even them. It sounded like someone was shaving down a chalkboard. Eventually the marble began to crack, and a few more hits caused the crevice to expand all the way to the top of the chair. There was a sudden burst of air from the damage, and the head suddenly turned toward us. I was afraid it would fall, so I picked the girl up and went down a few steps. The head slowly rotated back into place, and when it started to be pushed upwards, I took out my camera. It was no wild animal.
That was a person. He recorded images? Wait a second. That's hard to tell if that's a hand, or if that thing's just not. If that thing's just not human. Interesting. September 2020. Good series so far. Still very confusing though.
The forest fell swiftly as the lumberjack swung, except for the special tree, which could not be stung. She missed her friends and the hymns they sung, so she started a tune that broke the man's lung.
The special... What is that? Oh, the special tree is taken when? In 1840. First photograph of the special tree is taken. People build around it? Wait, is this the prison? Construction halts due to the American Civil War. Prisoners of war are seen being led into the unfit. Yeah! That's the prison, isn't it? I forget what the island itself is called. Construction is completed. So it's just a tower now. With one big weird anomaly tree in it. The Washington Monument becomes a major tourist attraction. Why? Individuals disappear visiting the Washington Monument. The missing visitors are known as Washington absentees. That's interesting. So people go missing to see. Wait, let me see the poem again. The forest fell swiftly as the lumberjack swung, except for the special tree which could not be stung. She missed her friends and the hymns they sung, so she started a tune that broke the man's lung. I feel like this is like referencing something, I'm just not getting the reference. Wait, oh wait, did I skip something? My bad. Classified film titled Washington Standard Operation is leaked by news agencies. Oh, I thought somebody was gonna get crushed. I thought somebody was just gonna walk in and get crushed or something. Just gonna hear a big splat. So, what's it? Oh. See, now they get crushed, right? The infection is nigh, the music of Washington will end. So, most likely the same people who vandalized the, I keep forgetting what they're called. What happened in 2003? Uh-oh. Why is there suddenly 8 people in the live chat? Wow. That was sudden. Oh, what's that? What is that? Is that the tree? Wait, where did the tree go? Wait, what? What happened? There's something that crawls out of there for like a second and then something else is... I'm so confused. And then electricity ensues. All 17, no, there were 20. So who? So they're all just unconscious. But no, there were 20. Yeah, there's still someone else who didn't make it out. Supposedly, right?
An accidental discovery made by 2 fishermen has sent shockwaves across the nation. Around 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Ralph Grassman and Michael Tillin were reeling in the last batch of catfish when something on the ice caught their eye.
I definitely heard that last name before.
One of those hacks from way back when, said Grassman. The rest of the 2 who had also organized the trip. Grassman walked down the ice to retrieve the hat. When he pulled back the hat from the ice, tumbled back in shock at the sight of a human scalp, partially exposed in the ice. Till walked over and after a brief discussion with Grassman, agreed to remove the rest of the body from the ice. The effort took several hours, but by 10 p.m. the fishermen were able to pull the entire body from the ice with no further damage. Although both men had presumed that the individual was already dead for some time, Tim exclaimed in shock when he reportedly saw the individual's eyelid twitch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Grassman suggests to immediately take the body home and attempt to revive the frozen man.
I'm pretty sure there's like a window of opportunity to revive a person who is frozen.
Gradually raising the water's temperature throughout
and that
the night
window's pretty long.
Grassman claims to have learned this technique from a pulp magazine he had read as a child. At 2 a.m. the following morning, Tillin claimed that an individual briefly regained consciousness and shouted, "Victory or death," while Grassman rested in the living room. By 7 a.m., the frozen individual appeared to have relapsed into a deep coma, which prompted Grossman to phone the local authorities. And that's why he hadn't called medical
Why didn't you
personnel
just phone the
earlier.
local
Grossman
authorities,
told
like,
reporters that
immediately?
he didn't want to risk the lives of the first responders, who had been driving on slippery roads in the dark. Shortly
Oh.
after being phoned, paramedics arrived and rushed the frozen man to the Delaware State Hospital. Throughout the experience, both fishermen thought the individual's face seemed vaguely familiar. It was only when Tillman pulled out a dollar bill that the connection was fully made.
It's George
When we first
Washington!
drugged him out, we removed his clothes so that we could carry him more easily. Clothes weighed a ton because they were completely frozen over. By then, if we saw the clothes without ice, then we could have no doubts that we dug out George Washington. Although Delaware State Hospital had declined to comment on the identity and the condition of the man, Grossman brought the bicone hat from the previous day to the Delaware History Museum, where historians confirmed to be an authentic piece from the 18th century. The validation raised more questions than answers, as further research revealed that no Washington reenactors or artifacts have been reported missing. Grossman believes that the man he dug out from the ice is the true George Washington, and that the former president had become greatly
Unintentional, like, cryogenics.
Grossman claims that the imminent death of Washington could have been devastating to the war effort, so his condition was likely kept secret by having a double acting as the president until 1797. When asked for an explanation to why the body had been found so far from the site of the battle, Grossman replied, "He either drifted away or his men purposely planted it far away so that no one could find it." During Saturday's morning press conference, President Nixon
Y'all
shared his
just dug
thoughts
out
on the
George
discovery in
Washington,
2
no
words.
way.
I'm surprised.
So the man's still alive.
During the first winter of the center's construction, the workers set up a Christmas tree just outside the entrance. It was an uncanny sight to see a green fir stand in the middle of what appeared to be a no-man's land. But this tree, humbly ordained with strings of cranberries, buttons, and tin cans, greatly affected me. It demonstrated that even in the darkest of times, the American people will light the beacons of hope. I thought it could be the start of a great and inspiring tradition, so I traveled north to Babylon in search of a Christmas tree for the following year.
Virginia and Wonderland.
For 12 days and 12 nights, Mr. Rockefeller looked for the best tree in the forest. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, no, it's much too short. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, no, it's much too tall. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, no, it's much too average. Mr. Rockefeller soon feared that he would leave empty-handed. Then, on the 12th night, just as he was packing up his stuff, Mr. Rockefeller heard the sweetest tune in the air. It sounded as though the very wind itself had fallen in love. He and his men followed the song and found themselves at the base of a very, very special tree. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? It's perfect. For the rest of the night, the men
That's the
swung
singing
their axes at the
tree.
special tree.
Yeah, it's a
Chop,
special
chop,
tree.
chop. However, when the sun rose, the tree was still standing. Their axes had left no marks at all. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. The next day, Mr. Rockefeller and his men laid 100 sticks of dynamite around the tree. 3,
Damn!
2, 1, boom! Yet, the special tree continued to stand. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. So Mr. Rockefeller decided to hire the
best team of gravediggers to take the tree out of the ground. After a week of digging, they told Mr. Rockefeller the tree will be out in 3 years at this rate. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised, but he decided to let the gravediggers work. He would pick the next 3 best trees for the next 3 Christmases. But by the 4th year, the special tree was ready to display.
So taking one of the singing trees as a Christmas tree.
For the last 2 years, I have seldom mentioned the tragedy that occurred at the center. Many have taken offense at my silence, claiming it to be the result of a desensitization to workplace accidents. Indeed, I have seen enough accidents in 3 lifetimes, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened at the center. For some time now, my friends have blamed the center's original construction workers for the tragedy, since it was their very own Christmas tree that had started the whole tradition. But the truth is that their tree brought joy and wonder to the public. It was my tree, and my tree alone, that brought about the unprecedented loss.
The singing tree. This is getting really confusing.
On a cold December morning in Midtown Manhattan, Rockefeller's men slowly raised the special tree. Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! By the afternoon, the special tree stood tall and still. It was unlike any other tree, having no color, branches, or leaves. The mayor of New York, Mr. Guardia, thought that the tree was too bare and asked for branches to be added so that ornaments could be hung. Mr. Rockefeller didn't agree. He thought the tree was perfect, just the way it was. But since Mayor Guardia had been one of his best friends, Mr. Rockefeller told his men to glue some branches on. I, Virginia, watched as the men placed branches on the special tree. I had saved my money for over 9 months to purchase a little star ornament because I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It laid in my pocket while I watched because I planned to hang my ornament as soon as the tree was standing. After the final branch had been added and all the men left, I quickly ran up to the tree.
Were you supposed to do that?
The lowest branch of the tree was over twice my height. I jumped as high as I could, but still, the lowest branch was out of my reach. I was very disappointed. I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the tree, but now I had no chance. Unless I called my friends.
Why would you do that?
I began counting my friends on my fingers. There was Helen, Charles, Elizabeth, Alice, Joseph, Elsie, Orville, Edith, Olive, and Philip. 10 friends that I could ask for help. Then I realized that 10 friends standing on each other's shoulders could
That
put
is
me
very
at
dangerous.
the very top of the Christmas tree. My star could be the first and the tallest. Without a second to spare, I ran from door to door asking for help. Knock, knock, knock. Helen, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Charles, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Elizabeth, are you there? Eventually, I gathered all 10 of my friends at the bottom of the Rockefeller Christmas tree. I told them my plan, to have them all stand on each other and form a ladder for me to climb to the top. My friends understood my excitement, and they quickly started to climb onto each other's shoulders.
Yous are going to fall!
Ow! Helen had stepped on Charles' fingers. Ow! Charles had stepped on Elizabeth's fingers. Ow! Elizabeth had stepped on Alice's fingers. After many groans and tumbles, my friends formed a sturdy ladder.
That is
I began to
hazardous.
climb. My joy grew with every passing face. Before I knew it, I was at the very top, looking down at the tree. My ladder of friends swayed back and forth, and occasionally felt like it was about to collapse.
Yeah.
But I tuned out the movement and focused on the tree. Closer, friends, closer. Then I secured the metal star at the top of the tree. It was perfect.
The metal star?
Hooray! Victory! I'm the first. Just then, there was a strange sound.
The metal star?
The tree began to shake.
I'm
Its
pretty
blue
sure metal
branches
plus
fell off
special
all at
tree
once,
equals
and
bad.
the entire tree slowly bent backwards. Soon, the very top of it touched the ground, forming a perfect arc. It was like a very strange rainbow. My heart sank as I saw my star gently slide to the ground from the tree's top. Bolts of lightning then shot out from inside the arc of the tree, producing thunderous booms. The lightning scared my friends and me. We all tumbled to the ground and ran in all directions, but the lightning caught up to us.
The lightning?
I was blinded by a great white light. I remember when my eyes adjusted, I was in a field of special trees, and I saw...
You saw what? And I saw so many people. One man ran up to me and whispered, "The trees are not trees." Yeah, I didn't think so.
In a flash, I returned to the street where my friends and I had been struck by the lightning. We were all on the ground, being attended to by other people. I had scratched my legs badly, and I could see that my friends were also hurt. I looked up at the Rockefeller buildings, and I thought that they looked a little different. The whole street looked a little different, and the special tree was nowhere in sight.
I wonder what those little things are.
It is only natural for the reader at this point to wonder why the incident has been referred to as a tragedy. There had been no loss of life, and, aside from a few temporary scorch marks on the center, no damage to the surrounding property. I, too, assumed it was a mostly inconsequential event, likely an electrical accident whose effects were exaggerated by the children at the scene. I was grateful that every life involved had been spared. A death at the center would have weighed heavily on my mind for some time. But when I encountered the results of the children's medical examinations, I wished that a death had occurred in place of the unfathomable.
What? You wish that... Wait, so what happened then?
Of the children's medical examinations, I wished that a death had occurred in place of the unfathomable.
The unfathomable what? What happened to the kids?
My mom and Pa visited me at the hospital, but they looked completely different. Ma looked worried. After she wiped her tears, she asked, "Did you hang your bear at the Rockefeller tree?" I answered, "It wasn't a bear. I was going to hang a star." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" Pa asked, "Where did you get these clothes?" I answered, "These are my clothes, the ones you helped me put on this morning." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" My ma then asked, "Why are there dots all over your face?" I answered, "Those are my freckles. I've had them since I was little." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" My parents quietly left my bed and talked to my friends' parents. Then they all started to cry and yell. The nurses made them leave, which made me feel better. None of us thought that our real parents had visited, but they all did feel familiar. Orville and Philip were especially shaken. They didn't even share the same last name with their parents. The nurses tried to convince us that those who had visited us were our parents, and that we would come around to properly greet them after we healed.
Healed
But
from
it
what?
was hard to believe. Whenever I looked out the window, I saw that Manhattan looked different from memory. Mr. Rockefeller himself was kind enough to visit us in the hospital. He asked us whether we were okay, and then after some time, he and the nurses began to ask us some very easy questions about American history. With every reply, they would chuckle and shake their heads, until I told Mr. Rockefeller who I thought he was. He chuckled at first, and then became silent, as if the simple fact had deeply affected him. He had asked all my friends a few more questions about himself, and with each answer, he seemed a little more scared. Mr. Rockefeller quietly stood with the nurses for a while before he wished us a Merry Christmas and left.
So something's definitely wrong
That
with the
evening,
kids.
the nurses took x-rays of us to make sure we hadn't broken our ribs.
Yeah, take x-rays.
Usually, those taking the x-rays are more than happy to show their patients what the pictures looked like. But when I asked to see them, the nurses ignored me. I didn't fall asleep that night. I kept my ear close to the wall to hear what the nurses were saying next door. I heard one sentence over and over. Everything's backward. I wonder what they meant by that. I never told my friends because I didn't want to scare them.
Backwards?
But I spent the rest of the night with my hand to my chest, wondering if my heart was ever on the right side.
What? I don't know, I've just been saying what the whole time, but like... That's... Okay, now I'm intrigued. What happened?
For several weeks, the children were kept under observation at the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. I visited them as soon as I had the chance to. All the families of these children were deeply unsettled, but they had all independently come to the conclusion their child had been replaced by a doppelganger.
A doppelganger?
They claimed that these new sons and daughters possessed substantial differences from their real children. The majority of differences involved altered physical attributes and the inability to recognize familiar locations and characters, such as their parents and their homes. Two boys even claimed to have names different to those that their mothers had given them at birth. But of all the discrepancies, the most bizarre was their faulty recollections of notable persons and events. For instance, each of the affected children claimed that I had become the wealthiest man in America through an oil monopoly. It is common knowledge that I did indeed work at an oil refinery in my youth, but to entirely deny my 2 terms as president and insist instead that I had always been a mere philanthropist struck me as being particularly odd. The families were agonized by the children's behavior. Some continued to search for their real children. I support their endeavors, for I do not believe that the children's afflictions were the result of hysteria. Every day, I find myself recollecting the day that I had selected the tree. I have since realized the difficulties involved in the removal of it should have repeatedly discouraged me. And had I been discouraged, the families of those children would not be experiencing the anguish that they currently have.
The tree lit up
Perhaps
with electricity.
I never
and
had the
suddenly it zapped the
opportunity to
kids, and now
select
they're
another tree.
different.
Perhaps I was meant to select that tree regardless of my persistent character. Perhaps we are all trolleys, forced to follow the path of the track to each of our destinations. I take solace in that thought. Or perhaps the tree chose me.
The tree's sentient. Okay, I want to see more of the kids. Many, including my father, believe that the 1934 Christmas tree vanished. This is untrue. I have seen it wandering in the plaza on many occasions, and it resembles a man far more than any tree. Hey, how long? Oh, that was 17 minutes. What? Did that? Wait. Did it zap something again? I'm incredibly confused right now. How much have I been watching? Oh, I'm almost at the end of the season, damn. Wait, let me look at the comments. Oh, I probably shouldn't. This is probably spoilers. Since the series is a decently... What? This is a drastic change of vibe. Did he? What was the really weird thing you saw? Uh-oh, music stopped. That's never a good sign when the music stops. But just a weird thing you saw. What is that? It made the whole place smell like vinegar. Is that a plane? Or is that a... What is that? Is that one of... Am I stupid or is that a corner folk? I'm probably incredibly stupid because I don't think those things smell like vinegar. And then we just continue with that. Then I saw it again. Why are we just going from ominous to happy to ominous all over again? And then we just continue on the compilation or whatever it was, as if nothing's happening, as if nothing unusual is going on. What is that? Hang on. Oh, it landed right there. And now it's moving. I completely missed that. What? What was that? Wait, no. What? It almost looked like a face for a second. Wait, what? No, not. Hang on. For like a hot second, it looked like a face. Is it like a face of like some kind of... It's a statue, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? Or am I stupid? I'm probably stupid, but that looked like a statue to me. That is not Bigfoot. That thing is many times the size of Bigfoot. That is not Bigfoot. Okay, yeah, don't die. Feaster squirrel. I'm trying to look for the thing, whatever the hell it is. Is it like hidden in these images? We did a little research and found a canyon crab. Uses vinegar to shrink his huge head back into his body. Dad said the reason we went on this trip was so he could find his sister. First of all, that doesn't. What? Head off trail. Oh yeah, quite literally. What? Hang on. What? So, a canyon gallon or a canyon crown uses vinegar to shrink its huge head back into its body. Maya was the canyon crown? And then we just get a bunch of headless people. Head off trail, yeah. Quite literally. But we're just gonna roll with this. I'm probably gonna remember that name if it's foreshadowed. That's all I'm hearing right now. So what does what do the trees and the corner folk have to do with the statues? I feel like I'm missing like one very big point here. Oh, so the guy just suddenly passed away.
5 aprile. Gli schizzi di Papino della Libertà sono stupendi. Lei assomiglia alla mamma se fosse una regina. Ho chiesto a Papino se potesse fare una statua che mi somigliasse. Ha detto sì. 10 aprile. Oggi Papino è andato al suo studio. Gli ho chiesto se avesse già iniziato a lavorare alla mia statua ed ha continuato a sorridermi. Io credo di sì. Papino è molto gentile. 13 aprile. Non abbiamo avuto notizie di papà per un po' di giorni. È già già successo in passato, dato che è solito lavorare al suo studio per tanto tempo, ma la mamma oggi era molto preoccupata. È andata nel suo studio dopo avermi messo a letto. 15 aprile. Mamma è tornata a casa stanotte. È andata dritta verso la sua stanza. 16 aprile. Oggi è venuto un ispettore. Ci ha chiesto di papino e poi è andato nella stanza della mamma. Un paio di momenti dopo sono arrivati più uomini. Mamma stava piangendo. Continuano a gridare: lei ha i suoi occhi, lei ha i suoi occhi. Ero spaventata. Sono scappata via dalla casa. 18 aprile. Ricordo papino dire alla mamma come la statua sarebbe stata messa in una nave chiamata Monarca. Sono andata al porto e l'ho trovata accorata là vicino. Accanto alla nave c'erano alcune scatole. Parti della libertà erano in ciascuna di esse. Mi sono intrufolata in una scatola che era vuota. Spero che venga
That's a
mandata
bad
dove sta
idea.
papino. Sento il suo spirito vicino alla libertà. 21 aprile. Sono molto affamata. Le scatole sono legate con una corda, quindi non posso uscire da sola. C'è un forte rumore nella stanza, come dell'argilla trascinata
Bad idea.
Posso sentire le corde che vengono tagliate e qualcosa di grosso uscire da una scatola. È papino? Ci sono molti altri suoni, come legno che si rompe. Dato che le corde sono rotte, sono uscita in fretta dalla scatola ed ho trovato del pane e della frutta nella stanza accanto. Mi sono sbagliata. Non è papino, ma ha i suoi occhi. 24 aprile. Ho paura a rientrare di nuovo nella scatola. Ieri ho fatto suoni più rumorosi. Mentre cercavo per del cibo, credo che mamma mi abbia vista. La scatola è l'unico posto per nascondersi. Le corde continuano ad essere rotte da quella cosa con gli occhi di papino. Ho paura che quella cosa o quell'uomo possano aprire la mia scatola. Non scriverò più molto, perché ho paura di fare rumore. Scriverò nuovamente quando arriverò sulla terraferma. 29 aprile. La cosa con gli occhi di papà oggi mi ha presa. Mi ha tenuta mentre correva attraverso la giungla. La sua spada ha tagliato centinaia di alberi. Non ho potuto vedere molto nel buio, ma ho potuto vedere gli occhi di papà fissarmi da quelle palpebre metalliche. Siamo scesi giù per un buco e in una grotta profonda. Dopo avermi messo a terra, ha acceso un fuoco colpendo le sue braccia
I'm
contro
very
quelle pietre.
confused.
Ormai è da ore che affila la sua spada con le rocce, ma non ho mai guardato la lama. Oggi, sin da quando ho iniziato a scrivere, la cosa con gli occhi di papino ha fissato me.
The thing with Papa's eyes. What?
19 aprile. 6 casse sono state caricate all'alba. Sono pesanti. Ciascuna di esse contiene una parte di una grossa scultura. 29 aprile. Siamo atterrati a Gibraltar all'alba. La nave ci ha messo ore per approdare nel porto. C'erano molti buchi neri postiglio. Ciascuno di essi ha permesso ad enormi quantità d'acqua di entrare. Senza il catrame saremmo affondati in 3 giorni. Abbiamo aperto le casse per gli ufficiali della dogana. Le casse erano vuote.
Huh?
On the morning of April 29th, we received numerous reports regarding a tremendous force that rushed up the rock, which tore down hundreds of trees and created several landslides throughout the previous night. One civilian likened the phenomena to the work of a gigantic crazed fella. Due to the sheer number of reports and the high level of concern in the surrounding community, I deployed myself along with 13 officers to the rock in search of an explanation. We discovered that there was indeed a newly forged trail through the dense foliage stretching almost the entire height of the rock. The trail was astonishingly linear, with no bends in the path. The cuts to the trees themselves were precise. The downed trees continued to be warm to the touch, presumably due to the extreme speed of this force. A few fires present along the trail were extinguished by fellow officers as we traversed the rock. The path ended at a large crevice in the ground, which looked to be an entrance to a large underground cavern. After requesting additional men and equipment, Officer Hadley descended into the crevice. It was not
Are you
long
sure
until
that's a good
Hatley
idea?
exclaimed in fright and urged us all to enter. Within the following hour, the majority of us were in the cabin, which appeared to be an undiscovered offshoot of St. Michael's Cave. In the middle of the location stood a plaster model of a tall Greco-Roman statue of a woman. Surrounding this sculpture were the splayed remains of an individual, flattened like a set of clothes.
Oof.
A hollowed-out torso was stretched a quarter of the way up the statue, the sight of which compelled a few of the officers to exit the cabin. The human remains were collected and sent to the morgue, while the sculpture was cleaned and lifted out. The statue's blade, held in its right hand, matched the cuts present on the downed trees. Despite the
It's
fantastical
alive.
implications of this detail, the Gibraltar police force officially concludes that the work of the crazed fella was nothing more than the result of heavy rain.
Yeah, you sure about that?
During a secondary investigation, a journal was discovered in the cabin. A translation of its Italian text is in progress.
Arrives the tight-knit wooden ship. The plaster body is absent. Instead, a tall, wounded woman sleeping in its vessel, donning a helmet wrapped in a robe, clutching a sword and a damaged shield. Overheard a conversation with the captain, a violent conflict with freedom at the port in Gibraltar. They tell me inside her is the plaster, and I walk away, silently believing freedom craved liberation so terribly she tried to take it for herself. But off the ship, she was dragged away. Freedom locked up. Freedom in chains.
Oof.
They tell me I have to take it out of her. So hook, rope, peel,
Bill, what are you doing?
and pull.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
When it was done,
What are you doing?
freedom stood motionless.
What are you doing?
Freedom stood still. I see the final bronze woman, and I feel as if, maybe even hope, she is only dormant now, and will awaken again.
So, is this a reference to the Lincoln Lookers? Like how the people were put in the statues? Wasn't that right? The Statue of Freedom is shot down. Oh, did you get it on camera? Ooh. Oh. Oh my god. There's gonna be something in there. Right? Oh wait, that was somebody was screaming. Woo! Oh, we're gonna get some action up in here. Who is screaming? Is that it? That's it. That's it for season 1. Okay, wow. That was, for one, extremely confusing. I don't, like, I couldn't wrap my head around most of that. I don't know if I'm just stupid, or... I mean, oh. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost. All these people talking about the events in this video, and I'm just lost, man. I don't know what's going on. This is all very confusing. Okay. We can watch something different now. What other analog horrors are there? I don't want to watch 8-Bit Ryan. The FNAF ones were pretty interesting. I watched a few of those. Especially, what was it? The Baddington ones, yeah. And, what was, other one? The Walton Files? Yeah. The Walton Files as well. What is that? The South Park Analog Horror. What is that? No, the Walton Files. I don't know. It's not exactly Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's heavily inspired. I've already watched all of the Mandela catalogs, I mean. Oh yeah, the Tangivirus and the Oracle Project as well. I also watched those. Vita Carnus, yeah, watched that one. Man in the Suit, I saw it was okay. The Death of Analog Horror. What is going on here? Liminal Land looks interesting. This the species anomaly report. Oh my god. I don't even want to watch that again. That one genuinely creeped me out. Stone Cold. Yeah, Stone Cold. That's what it was called. Stone Cold. It wasn't called the Medusa virus. It was called Stone Cold. That's what it was called. And then the main threat in it was called the Medusa virus. Radar is a short film analog. Radar? Oh wait, I didn't watch Local 58 yet. I should, you know what, I'll look at these first.
The feature you're about to view contains harsh colors and pulsing lights that may be harmful to certain viewers.
Oh.
If you proceed and at any point feel like you're experiencing symptoms of photosensitive epilepsy or seizure, please seek medical attention immediately.
Okay. Thank you for the warning. I get very unsettled when flashing colors appear. I don't think I have epilepsy, but it still makes me feel very uneasy. This already looks pretty interesting. No, I'll just full screen it, whatever. Something strange started happening yesterday. I put a camera. So recording it. Since the event happened around 4:15 a.m. last night, I set an alarm to wake myself up and press the... and do the what? Press record around that. .14 a.m. Wakey, wakey! TV has been unplugged since...
It's you again.
Oh!
Can you hear me?
What is that?
I'd like to ask you to leave.
Hear me?
Are you even listening to me? Get out of here.
Nah.
Jeez.
No.
What the hell are you?
Lonely.
That's an alternate. That thing's an alternate or some shit. Hell nah. That was cool though. That was cool. Good. Beep, beep, beep. I think ignoring it will just make it angry. I don't know if ignoring it will do much good for you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you pissed it off. You pissed it off.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you pissed it off. Ignoring it was not a good idea. Why can't you break the TV? Who does that face remind me of? Does it remind you of someone? To me, that face just looks like an alien or something.
Nathan.
Nathan.
You need to wake up.
Come away. And stop making yourself look like that, damn it.
What's the matter, Nathan?
You know exactly what you're trying to remind me of. I just don't like it. Ow! For the love of God, can you shut up?
No. You had your chance for me to play nice, remember? And you didn't listen!
Listen, I don't even get what you're trying to tell me.
You will understand. Just really not tonight. Good night, Nathan.
No, please. Don't leave me.
My mouth is gaping open that entire sequence. Oh, is he in her house now? What? Oh! Why do I hear boss music? So what happens if you talk to him nicely? Because if you like ignore him or call him names, apparently. Apparently he just gets pissed at you. So what would happen if you just answered calmly and nicely? I'm curious. Then how are you holding the camera? How are you holding the camera if you don't have hands? I can't even read anything that's going on the screen right now. What the hell? Tuesday, August 29th. The stench in my room has become more and more pronounced. Rotten meat, metal, burned. No, wait. Vomit, vomit, vomit. Rotten meat, vomit, 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 vomit. I've tried opening the window so it would go away. I can't get it open. What? I vomited so much last night that the floor became red. Damn, red? That's not what it's supposed to look like. Concerning amount of footage from last night is missing. Following is what remains. What even is that? Jeez.
Dude, Nate, what took you so long, man?
Shut up. Camera, any takers? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry, I just gotta light up real quick. Whoa, this one's a bit faulty.
Made a theory.
Hey, I can still do it.
Pastra made a.
Come on.
Pastra made a theory.
Any minute
okay.
now. And you're not gonna share with me?
Not in my car. No, he's not.
Hey, his role's not mine.
Whatever.
Hey, I thought you said you were gonna try and quit. Quitting is a strong word. Look, can we just fucking go already?
Jeez. What crawled up your ass?
Look, I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Alright.
Let's just get the map quest and get on.
Yeah. Blockbuster night!
Here we come.
Woo-woo!
Confused.
What gives, man? Why can't we just do this at your house?
Dude. My house is like barely a fucking house.
Better than my place.
You are lying. I don't even have a living room. You just want to come to my place so you can play my Dreamcast.
Nuh-uh. I'm a Nintendo boy through and through.
Okay, say that when I woke up in the middle of the night and I literally saw you with TV at like low brightness playing my fucking copy of Sonic Adventure.
Okay, wait. So you were laying in bed, watching another man play with themselves?
Yeah.
Don't make it gay!
Yeah, this is
to play your copy of Sonic Adventure.
2023 humor in 2000.
Well, nobody is supposed to be playing that system because I just got it and I'm broke as shit. This is the first nice thing I've had.
You can't share. We're all broke as shit.
Look, I didn't even know you liked Sonic.
I told you that for like the last year, man. Come on. Stop bickering, you two.
Oh, like you want to talk. You and Aiden, sworn lovers.
Hey, everyone watched me play it myself.
Whoa!
I have a girlfriend, by the way.
Uh-huh. I bet she lives in another country.
No, she lives.
She goes to another school.
She's a Canadian model.
Shut the fuck up, guy.
I'm very confused right now.
6 cents.
6 cents?
Yeah.
Actually, wait, are we gonna do 6 cents or Blair Witch?
Let's do 6 cents.
Yeah, okay.
I saw it in theaters before. You guys are gonna have your minds blown by the twist.
Whatever.
I'm gonna hold you up to that shit. It better be good.
I like it.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, guys, we'll see, alright.
I see dead people. In your dreams? While you're awake?
Man?
Those faces, I'm sorry, those faces.
Listen,
I'm sorry,
I was working that day.
in like the sudden, I see dead people.
All
What do
right.
you mean it was? All of the actors did a fucking phenomenal job. The twist was great. The directing and cinematography was top notch.
Even the kid wasn't annoying.
That was just
The kids are
strangely
all right.
goofy.
What about you?
I thought it was great. You liked it?
You halfway into bed?
Yeah.
You and me both.
Oh my god, yeah. Dude. Alright. Well, you guys go figure out what you want to get for dessert. I, unfortunately, have to go.
See you later.
Thanks for
Yep.
coming out with us.
Of course. Alright. The fuck are they so quiet? Aiden? What the fuck?
Oh, he gone.
No. I'm here again. I was so close this time. I know it's you. Please just say something.
This is the farthest we've ever come, the two of us. Before you is a choice. If you truly wish to be free, step forward and open the door. Or you can turn around, walk the other way, and we can do this all over again. For both of our sakes, Nathan, please make the right choice. I can't make you do this.
What are you? I see. Silent treatment. I guess I expected that.
This voice is familiar. Now listen to the music. Music in our liminal space. What'd you do? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
No. This is all wrong. What happened here?
This almost feels like the back rooms.
Where did everything go?
This doesn't feel right.
I'm so sorry. I know this is hard for you. Believe me. But it's time to move on now. You're free.
Will anybody remember me? Will anybody even care?
I've made sure of that. Goodbye, Ethan.
Goodbye. Thank you.
What? What was that all about? I like that, but what was that all about? What just happened? Wait, where are the credits? Oh, okay. Frankly, no one I recognize. I thought that voice was familiar. For some reason. Pastor's stream and his theory, but because imagine you were dead, reliving your last day on Earth again and again without realizing it, all while being tormented by a being trying to explain your death to you in the most horrific ways possible. That's I actually had that concept in my head before. Like, what would happen if you just... Because if you're dead, and you didn't know that you were dead, because you're dead, how would that work? Would it feel like... Well... What would it feel like then? What would you relive? Or something like that. I don't know. Situations like this actually happen. Because no one knows, and etc, etc. But tragic events don't always have a build-up. They can happen suddenly and out of nowhere for no reason. Just look at Nathan in this video. Someone who most likely had a normal morning later that night went to see a movie with some friends. They came home, turned on the TV only for someone to break into their house, kidnap, torture, then murder them. What? Oh, jeez. This is more intensive than I thought. We as people often see tragedies unfold through a screen, or newspaper, or over the radio, and even though it's all real and we know it's real, we're so removed from it, we subconsciously place it in our minds as something. That, huh. Not gonna lie, that's pretty interesting. I had no idea this film existed, so thank you for bringing it to my attention. I completely forgot I was going to watch Local 58 at some point. Film Theory made it? Wait a second. That said Film Theory. As a recommendation. Wait, is there more? Local 58's... Okay. I'm assuming this is the first one. 5 years ago. Jeez.
Proceed to the highlighted route. Continue on Holbrook Park Drive. Then in 500
I'm probably
feet, turn
just
right
going to
onto
watch
North
like a couple
38th
of
Street.
these and then
You will
dip
arrive
because
at
I'm
your
getting
destination in 2 hours and 28 minutes. Turn right onto North 38th Street. In a quarter mile, turn left onto Merritt Parkway. You are on the fastest available route. Turn left onto Merritt Parkway, then take the on-ramp to Highway 114 North.
Okay, where are we going?
Traffic ahead, rerouting. In 10 miles, take exit 17, then turn right onto Quarry Utility Road South.
Ooh, lightning.
You are on the fastest route.
Imagine doing analog all night. Maybe. Then again, I do have stuff to do tomorrow, so maybe not.
In 2.8 miles, keep right to stay on Service Causeway H516. You will arrive at your destination in 14 minutes.
In 14 minutes. We're arriving to our destination.
Rerouting. Make a U-turn.
Why are we rerouting?
Head east for 1/4 of a mile, then follow signs for do not enter.
Where are we going?
Continue on unnamed road. Then, in 300 feet, turn off your headlights.
Turn off your headlight. Why? And why is this called Unnamed Road?
Rerouting. Make a U-turn. Your destination is behind you. Rerouting. In 500 feet. Your destination will be on in 300 feet. Your destination in 250 feet. Rerouting. Your destination will be in 50 feet. You will arrive at your destination.
You have arrived.
So what even was your destination? What? What? This is also giving me like Gemini Home Entertainment vibes for some reason. good night. Oh, uh-oh. 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 What? What? Who is America surrendering to? There's nothing to Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Well, hey. As a citizen, you must act now. Your local law enforcement has been ordered to ensure your compliance. It is against the law to delay. This message will repeat until there are none to read it. If there is time, victory position. Remember the 3 F's: front lawn, face up, feet together. Tend to them before yourself. Use a calm tone of voice. Everyone can know that. What? I'm still confused. Who is America surrendering to? Oh, it's been confirmed as a hoax. Oh, okay. Okay, I was confused for a second. Like... Oh wait, I didn't see that. Oh. Okay. I feel like this is going way over my head right now. Accidental public broadcast during off-air remote operation relay test. That's confusing. Let's see if there's any more of that. This, oh. Emergency alert systems are Why are we going to cameras now? The County Weather Service has issued a warning for meteorological event. Citizens are advised not to observe this event with the naked eye. is a kilometer. Uh-oh. That's extra bad. Do not look at the night sky. This is like a Tangy virus situation all over again. It's like the it's like the threat is like manipulating the warning system somehow. And now, yeah, they're like trying to lure the people outside now. Can you read this? Yes, I can. Look at the moon. It's cloudy. Stay inside, don't look at the night sky. Face away from all windows. Avoid mirrors. Mirrors? Do not look up. The following is a message from the county weather. It's in the light. The moon came in. He found me. Through the mirror. Moonlight white. White like eyes. Not light but blood. I drown in him. If you are afraid, we will look together. What's wrong with looking at the moon? I'm gonna look at the moon right now. Is it out here? I'm pretty sure it's too cloudy to see it. But I saw like a really bright moon outside last night. It was really cool. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Alright, yeah, watch weather service. Oh, this is just 18 seconds. Station ID. Broadcast day. Huh? Fourth wall break? I'm confused. Show for children. I feel like this is not going to be a show for children. Yeah, what happens when I look at the moon? Is that... oh. That doesn't look very child-friendly. Have I wait, I've saw this before. I saw that before. I saw that before. Yeah, with the moon. And the... yeah, I saw that before. And then there are like actual... yeah, that doesn't look very kid-friendly. I don't think you should be showing that to a kid. I think that would be very traumatizing. The moon is still smiling. Why is the moon still smiling? There's another grave. What happened in here? What is that? What is... that looks... I'm trying to like figure out the anatomy of this thing. Is it... What? I saw the skeleton for like a second. And then the moon face in front of the tree. Why did it just face in front of the tree? No, it faced in front of the tree. Is it that close? There's no way that wasn't intentional. Oh, what are we gonna find down here? A pit? You should go down that pit. I don't think you're cold. Because you're a skeleton. You're probably afraid. Oh, there's one more grave. A grave and a grave. Oh. That's your grave? Are you hiding from the moon? Oh. If you look at the moon, you die. That makes a bit more sense. Well, the skeleton was... Do you just get dismembered? I saw that before. I had no idea it was from Local 58. Another emergency warning. We send signals to ourselves through their domain. Did we really believe they wouldn't add their own? Oh, it's... Cockatoo!
Your destination has moved.
There's a cockatoo, guys! Look! There's a cockatoo! There's a cockatoo, look! Look, guys, a cockatoo! There's a cockatoo! There's a cockatoo! I've been debating whether or not I want to get a cockatoo. I think I don't know. They're adorable. They just look so cute. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. What was... Oh. Somebody's getting eaten.
Your destination has moved.
So this is like a callback. Sorta. Don't touch that dial. More to come. We begin our broadcast day. Ominous. Wonder what that implies. We'll see. Thought research initiative? I don't like where this is going already. Turn to page 7 in your workbook. Myth or fact? Dreaming is necessary for regular sleep function. Myth or fact? I mean, dreaming is just something that occurs if you're in REM sleep, which doesn't always happen, I don't think. And like that, there's like a specific time in the night. If you have a schedule, there's a specific time in the night that you enter REM sleep, and that is when you are in a light under a light sleep, and that is when you dream. So I think I don't think, because I mean, then again, there are a lot of people who just say they either don't have dreams or they just completely forget their dreams. I'm pretty sure that people just tend to like forget their dreams a lot. I'm gonna say myth. Yeah, it's myth. Wait, what? Well, it's necessary for mental health, but like you specified regular sleep function. That doesn't specify mental health. Yeah, REM, rapid eye motion. That's what I was trying to refer to. While dreaming can occur during REM sleep, it is merely correlation. Not casual. Dreams contain symbolism that can predict the future. This is like, I guess it kind of can. It's no like, they kind of can. They're no like future telling device, but I mean, if like an event is going on in your life and you have like a dream, I used to have a lot of dreams about snakes, venomous snakes biting me, and that, I think that was like trying to like imply something that was happening to me, or like how I was feeling. Not like that I was in any physical danger, but like the kind of symbolism that it has. So dreams definitely have symbolism, without a doubt, but symbolism that can predict the future. I guess I would call that a fact. I wouldn't not believe it. Yeah. The symbols in dreams arise from the unconscious mind assigning narrative meaning to a neurochemical waste filtration process. A lot of big words, but I think that pretty much points to what I meant. Precognition is a lie. Myth or fact? Sleep allows the body and mind to heal and recover. Yes. Fact. "8 hours of sleep per night is beneficial for both body and mind." Yep. However, these benefits are greatly diminished by the frantic, nonsensical images and auditory hallucinations we call dream. I mean, that can depend on the person. Dreaming is a vestige of a primitive mind. Our studies have allowed us to zero in on the neural pathways that dreams exploit in the subconscious mind. I don't know how to pronounce that. A cleat man? I'm just gonna say like a cleat man or something like that. Map is an index of electric activity in a brain burdened by dream stimuli. Once mapped, this activity can be triggered by other controlled stimuli including via the visual cortex. The opposite effect can be induced by using the inverse. What is the opposite effect like? No more dreaming. This is what restful, real sleep looks like. Why are we doing anti-dream? No two minds are alike. This instructional video was customized for you using the personalized map Cleatman or Clateman, I don't know how to pronounce that, from your week 6 sleep session. Sequence 1 visual calibration. Stare directly at the center of your television. Okay, I'm prepared. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to stare directly into the middle of my television screen. Okay, I'm sorry, I will. I'm sorry, I will. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There are no faces. 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 There. Read each phrase without reading. Jeez, I can't read that fast. Damn. Damn. Calm down. I'm gonna slow that down just a little teensy bit. Acceptance. Read each phrase without reading. Huh? Missed that one. Only the awake may think. Seeing is for open eyes. Cognition is a lie. I dream the world awake. There are no faces. Dreaming is a vestige. Sleep is pretend. A dream is a cowardly thought. Sleep is not civilized. The mind is a tyrant. This is your time now. I forgot to pause. This is your time now. I will never dream again. Stay out of your bedroom. There is work to be done. Dreams are just screaming with pictures. The pure of mind do not slumber. No good thought follows instinct. The lie of sleep seeks many vessels. We are... Whoop. Missed that one. We are our own gods. Let... Nourish... I keep missing them. What? Primitive mind deserves its nightmares. When we sleep, we what? I'm sorry? When we sleep, we die. Ah, yeah, cause obviously, like, sleep is just a free trial of death. I am an idea thinking itself. They are not faces. The subconscious is a parasite. Dreaming is a cancer on the face of sleep. They follow night to bleed dreams. The primitive mind deserves its nightmares. Your home has another door. Unconsciousness is a threat. We are not meant to dream. You owe the messenger. What is true unmasks the false, or unmakes the false. Sleep is a what? Sleep is a scavenger. Okay, interesting. Good night. You have completed the real sleep program. Okay, so I guess I just... Most patients report a night of dreamless sleep after only one viewing of this video cassette. Okay, well, interesting. I'll see if I dream tonight. Do not see a doctor. That is ominous. That is ominous. Okay, what the hell was that all about? Watched this yesterday. Last night I dreamed a normal dream, except that everyone was suffering from a horrific facial injury, but otherwise acting normally. There are no faces, indeed. Damn. I'm gonna end up watching the whole thing. Why not? I mean... Sky watching, city council meeting, paid programming. Aren't we not supposed to look at the moon? Is looking at the moon a bad idea? I don't think you want to do that, fam. Orion's belt? Oh, are we talking about star formations or something? Oh yeah, star formations, I think. Ah, you're not supposed to look at that, sir. The moon is a deadly whoa! Whoa! His throne. Jeez. That is a very close-up. Are you even able to do that with a camera? I don't think you can do that with a camera. I don't think you can do that with a camera. Unless I'm being stupid. Okay, well, oh, something's moving. An arrow? Oh, where'd it go? Did the moon just vanish out of thin air? Oh! Yeah, you weren't supposed to look at that. Yeah, you were not supposed to look at that. Rejoice. Where have I heard that before? Okay, wait. What? Okay, this is the end. Keep looking up. Gee, it looked like there was like something flowing in this way at first, and then there's like an arrow-like formation right there. I don't really know what that implies. And then it just explodes. If the moon was that close, I think we would all die. Are those like actual like sirens? Yeah, I think if the moon was that close, we would all die. There would be something horribly wrong. Okay, last one.
Very same house, very same room. So you see, dead men do tell tales. Will she try to explain it at all? Well, that I would like to hear, because I can't explain it. But it happened just the same.
Goodbye, analog. Digital... Wait, was that flashing? Hang on a second. What was that flashing? Well... yeah, I have no idea what that is. So Loco 58 has been around for a long time. Jeez. Up until 2021. That's a long time. That's pretty impressive. Oh. It's midnight. This station will not be participating in digital conversion at this time. If you are viewing this message, your TV has not been configured for digital reception. Oh, I the one you watched. I the always hear. They make you thought from pieces. Thoughts shape in needles. They dream themselves in knives. Oh wait, hang on. There, now I can easily see it. I, the one you watched. I, the always hear. They make you thought from pieces. They cut the thoughts I am. All knife, all knife. Thoughts shape in needles. They dream themselves. They dream themselves in knives. Weather warning. Go outside now. Go outside now. Oh no. Unthinking they move to cut his throat, only to make 1,000 mouths. If he is silenced, he will speak for him. Signs and wonders flood our little sky. No stars above us, only eyes. Waiting to open. Ooh! There. Oh! I did not like that. Okay. Federal law imposes severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized reception of analog frequencies formerly allocated to broadcast television. Unauthorized analog reception constitutes a felony with a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison and or... Wow. Huh? Is that it? That's it? 1 year ago. So is Local 58 continuing? I would hope so. Oh, it was like a year ago. I see my own live stream. Well. I've been mostly confused throughout all of these series, but I think that's kind of the point of analog horror. You kind of have to decipher a lot of things and really look into like the backgrounds and the little hidden details and like single frames and all of that. That I'll definitely look into later on. Especially for Monument Mythos. I'll definitely look at that theory for, what was it called? Radar? As well. I have watched 3 analog horrors I've never seen before tonight. That's interesting. Hoping I can still sleep well tonight. I'm not that unsettled, so I think I'll do just fine. As of now, though, I've been getting very tired throughout the stream, so if I sounded, like, incoherent or goofy here and there, it's because I'm, like, I got back from a church thing that my friend invited me to, and it was chaotic. It drained my energy, so I've just been here kind of hanging since I got home. So I'm probably gonna head out now and eat something before I go to bed, but for those who tuned in, thank you. Don't know when I'm gonna do another one. Possibly, I don't know about tomorrow. I'm gonna be pretty busy tomorrow, but whenever I live stream again, it's probably not gonna be for a bit. But for those who tuned in tonight, hope you guys have a good night. Or whatever time it is for you. I'm gonna check one more time if the moon is out. Hang on. Can I see the moon, please? I want to see the moon. Yeah, I can't see the moon. It's probably covered in clouds. Okay. Well, this is probably the part where I head out now. I'm getting really hungry, so see you guys.